To start off our special Halloween episode, we are joined by Amy and Shannon from Paranormal Research Investigative Studies Midwest, PRISM for short. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
So PRISM takes a scientific approach to, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, ghost hunting, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So how do people get in contact with you? What sort of things prompt people to get in contact with you?
Generally, it's someone who is feeling really troubled with events that are occurring in their home. Anything from just overall feelings of unease and to actual phenomena such as objects moving, people seeing apparitions. We generally go in with the mindset that we're going to disprove any of those things and try to prove that there is a logical, reasonable explanation for anything there.
Right. Which is kind of one of two thoughts that are out there when people have these issues. They want to call, immediately call an exorcist or, call a medium. But you're really there to get out your tech stuff and prove that nothing's going on.
Exactly. A lot of times nothing is going on and we can find another reason for something, which we try to do. But a small percentage of the time there is actual paranormal activity.
And so when you give that prognosis, would you tell the person you actually have paranormal activity, or would you say to them, we can't disprove that you have paranormal activity? Or is it sometimes just too blatant to deny?
That's very rare. For the most part, what it comes down to is we find evidence that we can't disprove, and we present it to them. We allow them to draw their own conclusions.
Okay.
We can make our recommendation. We can say what we believe is going on, but we allow people to make their own draw their own conclusions and make up their own minds.
So PRISM, this branch of PRISM has been around for a little over a year?
Yeah, we began in May of 2005 in the St. Louis area. Prior to that, we had PRISM Omaha and PRISM Norfolk, which are both in Nebraska.
Okay. And what prompted you to found this here in St. Louis?
Basically, I grew up around paranormal activity, and it's always been something I was interested in. And we started to host paranormal chat rooms to help people with their problems in other parts of the country, and decided that it would be fun, I guess, to try to help people that are in the local area.
Okay. And how about you? What drew you to PRISM?
Well, as a young teenager, I had some rather interesting experiences of my own, rather personal experiences, and that led me to investigate on my own for several years before I moved here and met up with Amy and the rest of PRISM and joined up. It's not something that's for everybody, but it's certainly something that I find fascinating.
And have you ever, with the equipment that you use, what kind of equipment do you use first?
We have an electromagnetic field detector, which detects any anomalies as far as electromagnetics go. And we use a thermometer with a thermocouple to detect any hot spots or cold spots, any temperature that might be unusual. We do audio recording, video recording, and photography.
And have you ever caught something completely unexplainable actually on tape? Either audio or video?
We haven't gotten any video yet. Okay. We do have some photographs that were fairly interesting, and we also do have several EVPs, which is electronic voice phenomenon, from our audio recorders.
Now, when you see those on TV, you sort of, once it's suggested, you're like, oh, I could maybe hear that. But I mean, from listening to lots and lots of them, is it just really clear when it pops out?
It's really not. Everybody that hears it hears something different.
Okay.
And we try not to tell people what we hear, but ask them what they hear, because it really is just up to the person.
Right.
It's very subjective.
Yeah. And I also hear when people capture, they talk about orbs, capturing orbs in photographs. Is that the kind of thing that you've caught in photographs, or do you?
Well, you get a lot of those, but for the most part, most of those are explainable.
Right.
People go crazy over them. I mean, and for the most part, it's dust motes, moisture in the air. It can be any number of things.
And it's hard to determine whether it is an actual ball of energy orb or just dust or moisture in the air. So
the things that you've caught on film, are those more, what do those look like?
More of a mist or a foggy white kind of mist. We did catch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody is having something in their house that's making them feel uncomfortable, or they're feeling somebody behind their shoulder, or seeing things move about, they can get in touch with you, right? Correct? At your website, which is prism-paranormal.com, correct? Excellent. And there's also an email, which is contact@prism-paranormal.com.
Right.
Excellent.
And we're around 24/7.
Excellent. And though it's kind of busy now because everybody's thinking about it, you are
Right.
all year round. This is not
yes.
just a Halloween
Yes.
thing for
No,
you
we do
guys
this
at all.
Anytime.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Great. And good luck.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.